Folks, I'm back again with a weather update. This one has a 7-day forecast in it, though. It's a weird looking sky. Look at this. Our tower cams, you never know what we're going to see out there. And we've got it 75 degrees, the dew point is 63. It's a little bit unstable. Let me kind of explain these clouds a little bit. We're getting the back edge of the system that came through this morning. And of course, with that, it's an upper level feature as well. And so the air is cold. There's a pocket of cold air aloft. And so as it drifts overhead, it creates a realm of instability. So the atmosphere is still unstable, even though the big system has passed by to the east of us. We still able to generate some convection in the atmosphere. And from time to time, we're seeing a few little rain shafts like we're seeing right in here in that direction. And you see some dark bases as well. And from time to time, in these kind of patterns, you can expect thunderstorms to be hit and miss, and I wouldn't rule that out. Remember, I told you this morning, as I did an update, that the system wouldn't be through with us. We had 2 more rounds to go. We have this, and then the next one will be once the system does get out of here, once this final piece of energy right here is out, then a cold front or cool front will come through, and it's going to come through with plenty of wind. So tomorrow will be a windy day on the backside of this thing. Let's go to Gina and see what we're seeing there. We're 75 here, 73 in Gina. A few rays of sun getting through. We're also seeing some of those little rain shafts there. Clouds of vertical development. You see kind of that furry look, that cumuliform cotton ball kind of look there with these type of clouds. Remember, they're powered by an updraft. There's upward motion. Air is rising in these clouds and pushing them up. That is that concept of instability that Nick and I talk about when we talk about severe weather and potential and those kinds of things. And hello to all the folks around watching here for the evening. Radar, well, we do see some radar echoes. Here's the system which passed through this morning. Back to the west, here's the second piece of it. This is kind of the next to final blow that this thing has for us. Let's get a little closer look into central Louisiana, and let's turn the lightning on. Yeah, it's on. Not really seeing anything as far as lightning's concerned. Let's put this into a hour's worth of movement. Maybe from time to time we see a little strike or two. You can actually kind of see this little twist there, the other side of Tyler. That's kind of with what we call the comma head or the heart of the upper level system, the center of it. Any alerts left? Well, we're seeing some special alerts back up to the north. Probably in these kind of patterns, so small hail is not out of the question, and that's what those alerts would be for. Down here in central Louisiana, you're seeing a few little showers, and undoubtedly our tower cams are seeing that, and they're able to produce some rain that we can see on radar as well. Let's check out real quick the storm reports from around central Louisiana. We did have some up across portions of Natchitoches and Red River parishes, Sabine Parish, Vernon, and Beauregard. We had some, especially in St. Landry, was probably the hardest hit as far as severe weather. Over 20,000 folks were without power at some time for today. There will be a survey crew go over to the Church Point area and check out and see if there was a tornado over there this morning. I say that will probably verify. Into Grant and LaSalle parishes, we're seeing some storm reports as well. Most of these are wind, but a lot of flooding happening as well. But thankfully, all the alerts are out of here as far as we're concerned right now. Satellite and radar, here's that piece of energy, final piece right there. See that twist across north central Texas? Again, that's the heart of the system. You can see it's lifting out. On the back side, you see there's some acceleration of these clouds, and that is the energy which is left over. So we got the radar echoes. That's number one. And then the second thing is the system itself passes through, and the front comes in and stirs up the wind again for tomorrow. And speaking of wind, the wind streams of the future, folks, where I do this to show you what's going to happen over the next 7 days. I'm letting it play till Monday at midday. No issues between now and then in the forecast. But we're once again seeing one of these big systems out west. You see that acceleration that's going on with the air, northwest flow, southwesterly flow right there. And in the middle, you got the trough axis. So that is a weather maker. It's a weather feature. It's a dynamic agent of weather change, whatever you want to call it. It changes weather. but it's pretty far away. But there will still be a response in the atmosphere. We'll be under the influence of the roller coaster hill right there. There's our high pressure ridge, and things will be good underneath that. But we're going to see some clouds kind of sneak underneath that as well. As this pattern, this system is big enough and strong enough to where even that far away, it will begin to elicit a response from the Gulf of Mexico, kind of open the Gulf up just a bit during that time frame. Now let me go to Wednesday about midday, where we see that energy is now lifted and kind of changed character all the way up into southern Canada, and a lot of energy kind of hanging back across the mountainous areas of the west. And in that trek from where the system was over here to over here, that will probably stir up some severe weather in the plains. I think we get spared a little bit too far to the south and east for that, but some folks in the plains are going to have some problems early next week, I think, from that particular system. And then I'll let this play out until Thursday evening, where we see still a lot of troughing out to the west of us and that southwesterly flow. So I'm thinking that, our good forecast isn't going to be able to hold out for very long. Now, there's not much rain in this 7-day forecast, but there could be some more after the 7-day numbers. Then here they are. Thursday and Friday, mostly sunny. Want to emphasize the wind. I expect gusts 30, 40 miles per hour for Thursday behind that front, 75 for your high. The chilliest morning will be Friday, where we are in the low to mid 40s. 44 is going to be my forecast. Not much warming Saturday morning either. We're back in the 40s, still mostly sunny during the day and fair to clear skies at night. So a beautiful weather pattern other than Thursday's wind coming up. Sunday's good. A little bit of an increase in clouds, only partly cloudy. Notice how it starts warming up though, going from 46 to 53, warming up at night. You know what that means, right? More humidity coming into the air. And 82 for your high on Sunday. And then Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, as we start next week, it looks like the clouds are going to be the winner. No rain Monday just yet, but 20 cents worth for Tuesday and Wednesday. Very warm. Temperatures are well above the average as we get into the upper 60s there by Tuesday and Wednesday. Highs in the lower to the middle 80s. Good old April springtime weather. All right, well, thanks for being with me. Nick Mikulas will be back with you tomorrow. We kind of put him on the shelf today so he can rest up after his long night and productive night. And what a night it was as he kept folks informed about the impending weather events that we had. And I have to say, I was a little bit more worried about that system than it turned out to be. But for some folks, it has turned out to be some damage and some inconvenient power outages and things like that. All right, I'll see you tomorrow.